ever do.
What? Yes, and arb.
Sool, hello, and Labus. Welcome to another episode of the Payne Family Ultimate Decades Challenge. Sorry, I just popped my knuckle. That was that popping sound. The year is 1359. It's day one, and we're going to start with the main brewers, I guess we could call them, for a number of reasons. But it's pretty late in the day, so I'm going to go ahead and pause it really quickly. So about Sten. Sten was Sten, as you saw in the last episode. In the background of the years, like on nights that I don't have anything else to do, I actually usually go out with Sten to bars just to see who he bumps into. And that's kind of how he ends up meeting a lot of the Sims that he ends up meeting and, you know, getting into trouble with them. And not that long ago, he was out at a bar and Henrika of Narva actually walked in. As it turned out, in the wee hours of 1349 day one, she went into labor after I'd already put my microphone away, and it was an absolute miracle. It was a miracle. Not only did she survive her labor, but both the children did as well. At the start of every year, I classically do the home risk rolls for the Lithuanian families. I'd taken a few years off after the plague when I was recovering emotionally, but I'd picked it up again a few years ago, and Sten ended up rolling to have his house be affected. Weirdly, he got the same result that Ivor did, so he was taken for labor, basically. It's kind of crazy because it was that same household that Ivor was taken from that rolled exactly the same way all those years ago. And so Sten's destiny had already been decided before I even knew that Henrika was pregnant, which is kind of crazy. I mean, I kind of figured that he would have run away from this situation, but as it was, the dice made the choice for us. So he is currently away, being forced to work, like Ivor is, wherever Ivor Nelson is in the world. And in fact, the two of them are going to bump into each other not so far in the future from now. So I guess we'll have to wait and see what comes of that. But in the meantime, things have changed here at the Brewers. We have a much smaller household. Before, Aiken II and his wife and her child were staying here as well. But now they have moved out for a complicated reason that we'll get to eventually. Conrad has, however, gotten married in the meantime. He's one of the many Sims who have gotten married recently. And this is his wife. Her name is Brenna. Brenna, I think her surname was Shokri before. I believe so. Yeah, Shokri. Her surname hasn't changed. Don't worry, I'll help you with that. I believe that she was shared on the gallery, but I am struggling to find, I thought I'd done such a good job of taking pictures, but I'm struggling to find who her creator is, so I apologize. Let me know if it's you. I did also just find like Sims in the world to add into the family, so I guess it's technically possible that she might be one of those as well. When I was collecting Sims to become part of the group of bachelorettes. But yes, he and she met each other. They became soulmates straight away, and they're very happy together. Alexander's very happy because Conrad, of course, is now married. He has a wife, and things are looking up for them. The tavern is kind of pretty empty. It's pretty dirty. It's kind of fallen into disrepair because nobody's really had that big of a focus on it, and Elizabeth was away at the war, obviously, and of course Alexander and Aiken were just sort of fighting for a long time, but oh, you're cute. But yeah, these guys are in love, and so I said, I'm not going to stand in the way of love. I want love for everyone. Everyone deserves love in this Let's Play. It is such difficult times. So yes, they fell in love, so they got married. That's as simple as it is. Brenna is a loyal, active, and chopstick savvy Sim. Okay, I don't think she is just a world Sim then. She's got level 9 painting, some handiness, some gardening, some singing, some video gaming, some comedy, cooking, and fitness. Yeah, I don't feel like she's a world sim. She also doesn't have any family relations, so I have to assume she was shared. I'm so sorry. But yeah, she and he are now married. He's pretty happy. They're very good romantically, and they're pretty good friends. He finds her attractive. I actually think she doesn't find him attractive. She might find him... Oh gosh. I thought she found him basic looking. I didn't know that she thought he was very unattractive. So I guess we just have to count ourselves lucky that she doesn't get the my eyes moodlet whenever she sees him. I don't think he's unattractive, like very unattractive. Maybe she just doesn't really like the whole red hair thing. I don't know. I don't know what her deal is. Buddy, you have been taking forever to make this. Please hurry up. Good grief. What are you trying to do? Spend the rest of our lives? If you're wondering where Aiken II is and what happened with him, basically Aiken and his wife got into a big argument because, as you may remember, Aiken has wanted another child for a long time. Buddy, can you please... Okay, just stop doing this and do the cleaning frenzy, because you've taken 1 bajillion years. I don't think you're ever gonna finish this at this point. So as you may remember, Aiken II really wanted another child because none of his children survived, and then his wife died during the plague, and so he got remarried to Estrella, who already had a living child. So he thought, okay, we'll be able to have a baby together, the tavern will still be in my name, everything will be fine. However, the years went by, nobody was having a baby, and so he decided that he wanted to get a divorce and went to the church to demand a divorce. Now, it's not commonly believed that divorce was a thing, but people could get divorces at this point in time. You could separate at this point in time. It just worked a little bit differently. And there were very specific reasons why you would get a divorce or an annulment, depending on a bunch of different things. For example, it was believed at the time by the church that it was required for you to be intimate with your partner for the express purpose of having a baby. If you did not participate in that, if you did it the wrong way, if you refused or whatever, then that could be something that could lead to you getting an annulment or a divorce. In addition, if it was found that you were incapable of making children, that was another reason that the church would say, sorry, you can't be together anymore. And so there were a couple of different trials that the church would give to you to see if you were somebody who was okay to be getting a divorce or an annulment. One of them was called trial by Congress, and this is when the husband and the wife had to be intimate in front of a group of people, so that the group of people could see, are you doing it in the right way according to the church, and is it actually, working towards leading towards a child. Another way that you could get one is something called a trial by impotence. And this is where the community would check you to see if there was something wrong with you and that was leading to you not having a baby. For example, in 1368, Nicholas of Cantilope went into hiding because his wife accused him of not having any boy parts at all, and he wanted to avoid the trial. In 1370, John Sanderson was inspected and found to have a deformity in his private area, and both of those situations led to divorces. So there were very clear things that the church was looking for. If you had a trial by impotence or a trial by Congress, and you were the man part of this, what would happen is a group of women from the community would get together and they would try to get a reaction out of you. of the kind that you would need in order to have a child. So they would inspect the men, they would try to get a reaction out of the men, and the church had to have proof, and this proof had to come from this kind of an inspection, if you will. However, something that's funny is that I heard on one of the videos that I was watching about it that the group of women was always the wise matrons of the area. So it wasn't just, you know, your average lady about town. It was like the old ladies that you'd known for forever who were the ones trying to get a reaction out of you. I imagine it must have been pretty uncomfortable for everybody involved. For women, it was a little bit different. Women had to pee on demand because they believed that a woman who was a virgin somehow couldn't pee. Don't quote me on that. That was just a quote from one of the videos that I watched about this topic. But basically, through the trial, the church obviously inspected Achan, inspected his wife. They found that his wife had had a child, a living child, from a previous relationship. That's just in Hezekiah. However, Achan is the one who's had no children survive past the birth stage. None of his children have ever survived that far, and he's had a real issue with fertility. And so the church ruled for a divorce, but they also found in favor of his wife. So according to my amended rules, if you get a divorce or a separation, you have to roll a d10 to see how the church splits your property. And Achan rolled to only get 20% of his own property, but his wife got 80%. So they are now separated. Achan has slunk off to sort of lick his wounds. Alexander did offer to let him stay. He wanted him to stay. He said, listen, we can work something out here. But Achan didn't want to stick around. And so he's just kind of gone. We'll have to see what fate makes of his life now. But on that note, I think we're going to leave the Brewers here. We were just here to sort of like check in on them and find out what happened to Achan. But I want to go back to the main family because our wifey should be having a baby today. And I want to be there, make sure we call someone over to help out. So I will see you when we get back to the main family. Oh my gosh, okay, it's happening. It's happening. Who should we call over? Maybe Beatrice. Beatrice, come over, please. Pre-parental panic. He's sad because I think it's because of Audrina's son. Oh my gosh, what was his name? He was gone too soon. Harper and Audrina's son, who passed away tragically last episode. I guess before this all kicks off, Cole is here. He's moved in. Do you have to go to the bathroom? No, but you're gonna have to go to the bathroom. So go use that toilet. And okay. The pot is still brewing. Oh no. Why? What do you mean? It says there's one left. No! You jerk. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Hurry up, Beatrice. We need you. We need you to run super speed, please. Okay, so yes, Cole Smith has moved in with us here. In fact, Cole, it would be really helpful if you could come and help out with the cow. Because remember, Cole is the one who really likes animals. He really likes to be a part of the outdoorsy lifestyle. That was his trait that he rolled. And so he, oh my gosh, can you actually, I'm so sorry. Instead of doing that, can you please clean? And then Beatrice, where are you? If Beatrice doesn't show up, I swear to goodness gracious. Oh, she's here. Yeah, so hurry, Beatrice, hurry, hurry. So Cole was sent over. He's actually pretty young to be doing an apprenticeship. Beatrice, why would you walk that way? We need you to come up here. I'm not asking Amelie to get up here until she... Okay, now we can come up here. And Amelie, you're gonna have the baby. I know that probably Edgar wouldn't be in here with Amelie while she's doing this, but I don't care. Beatrice, come back! Your whole job, gosh darn, semi-autonomy. Cole, now is not about you. We'll get to you in a moment. Go, Amelie, go. Edgar, it's gonna be okay. They're both very, oh my gosh, they're both so worried. Edgar's even more worried probably than Amelie because of everything he's been to. The baby must be here. And it's a girl. Oh, that's so cute. It's a girl. Oh. There were a lot of really great baby name suggestions, including Beatrix was really popular. But one that I ended up liking more than I thought I was going to like is the name Edwina. It's such an old-fashioned name, but I really like it. So I think we're going to call this baby Edwina. Oh my goodness. And that sticks with the E theme. Oh, her skin tone didn't come out quite right, very obviously, because neither of her parents are that skin color, but okay, I'll fix it later when she's aged up. Please bounce the baby, rock the baby, kiss her head, cuddle her, coo at her, love her. And we'll do your rolls. For Amelie to survive this birth, she just has to avoid rolling the numbers 1 and 11. That's it. Because Beatrice was here, kind of. And she's fine, thank goodness. And for the baby to survive, she cannot roll the numbers 1, 5, 7, 10, 12, 15, 17, or 20. Oh my gosh, she scraped through. Okay, it's a win. It's a win, everyone. Maybe our luck is turning. Our luck is turning. Oh. So yes, we've been so lucky. We've got a new baby. That's so exciting. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oops. Esmond's pretty happy that his family is growing and that he's got Cole here. He's happy to have Cole here. He's happy to see his daughter come all the way from France to say howdy ho. And I think that overall these guys are pretty happy to work on their archery and to spend some time together. But we're going to go ahead and actually have you tend the garden, buddy, because I can't help but notice that there's some bug stuff going on. We'll evolve all. Oh my gosh, he's gonna be so happy. He's so happy to have a little baby now. He probably appreciates this so much after everything. This all happened a little bit quickly. I kind of wish that he'd have had a bit more of a honeymoon period with Amelie, but I think he's happy to be having a baby so soon. A living baby as well, so we can't really be too mad about it, you know? We can't be that mad about it. I wish that the skin tone wasn't that color, but what can you do? Such is life, such is life. The baby's fine. Oh, nope, the baby is not fine. The baby needs some food. Can you please go down here, sir? Yeah, go over here. And then Amelie, you're up. Oh my goodness. 1 second. I'll say what's happened in a second. I think that, oh my gosh, it just disappeared. I'll freeze frame it from before. It was about a euphoric happiness from a ghost presence. So that means that was kind of like Cecilia giving them her blessing. She was kind of saying, hey, you guys, it's okay. I'm happy to let you go. I'm happy to let you live your life. And I'm happy that you found somebody to love. Lucia, I'm not pleased about the bear phase. Thank you for being productive, but really, the bear phase of all things. Oh, Cecilia, she's so sad to be gone. She's so sad she didn't have more time. But at the same time, she's also happy for Edgar, I think, that he was able to move on. Yeah, go do a workout, buddy. So I think that that's nice. She kind of said to Amelie, you're gonna be okay. Thank you for looking after the man that I love. It's so sweet. Oh. Oh, Cecilia, we're gonna have to either move you or let you go. Let you go on from this world, especially now that you've, given your blessing. It's like you're saying you're ready to move on. Once you've done that, my young friend, you can go and harvest the prairie grass if you don't mind. And then you can go to the bathroom. Apply some facial cleanser yourself. It's his birthday the first day of the next episode, so hopefully his rolls go well. Otherwise what? What would happen? they've only got a daughter right now, and we don't know. There are a lot more efficient ways to do this, madam. She wants to be friendly with Edgar. Actually, Edgar, go ahead and come up here. You two are happy, you're in love, and you're the main family. And so while oftentimes people say in Ultimate Decades challenges that they give them like a day after having a baby before they do anything that could lead potentially to another baby, I'm just gonna do it anyways, you know? Oh, Esmond, I wish you weren't so sad. No asking for advice. That's kind of getting annoying. Oh, their autonomy seems to have gone pretty crazy lately. Pretty crazy. Look at how happy they are. You can console him about the death. Oh, sad. And then you can brighten his day. You can discuss horse riding. It got cut out of one of the earlier episodes. But I've actually mentioned that I'm not against them getting horses at this main family. It's just a problem of the horses taking up a family slot. But I believe it's little Miss Sam who has a mod where you can have horses that live at another lot, and then you just call them over and they live with you, but they are in another household in the world, and that's why you get to keep your time, keep your size normal. You can hug lovingly. What's this? Kiss? That's cute. And then the two of you can be together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The household's now getting a little bit full, I guess, but what can you do? Such is life. Oh, that's a cute kiss. Very sweet. I'm not really sure why your sadness is overwhelming this. It shouldn't. 3 plus 2 is not more than 10,000, but what do I know? I've never been very good at math. So it's All Fool's Day. Oh, Lucia, you're doing pretty well for rest. Cole, you can go ahead and get up, bud. And Lucia, you can as well. I'm not gonna stop you from wearing the bear outfit if you really want to. Do we have any roosters? That's a negative. Okay. There's nothing we can do. We have to purchase another one. Otherwise, we're going down. Up and up, my dudes. Up and up. She's such a happy chappy since she came here. Yeah, she's tired, but other than that, she's so happy. She's so pleased. Somebody mentioned in the comments that they were so happy to see that she has had such positive moodlets since moving in, and I agree. I think it shows that she feels safe here. She feels safe and happy and comfortable here with these guys, and that's always good. I'm happy that she feels that way, you know? I don't think she's pregnant. Drat. It's been a long time since we've had main family sims to wait around and see if they get pregnant for, it feels like, so I'm not used to it anymore. Oh my gosh, Lucia. Okay, I know that I said I wasn't gonna force her to change her clothes, but I can't look at her in that green one. In a green one, Lucia. You can invite him to a fake party. It's been a noisemaker. You can ask her advice. Oh my goodness, when did they get to be such good friends? I mean, I'm happy about it, but I don't know when it happened. Oh, she's too sad to do anything? Fine, later you can wear your stinky... Oh my gosh, maybe she is pregnant. You guys saw that, right? Like, when she was eating, her hunger was totally normal. It wasn't going down, but this is not normal unless she's just sick. Are you sick? Well, I guess time will tell. Okay, Edgar, no rest for the wicked, my friend. You've got to get up. Oh, see, there it is. Now it's about the right sim. Gotta get up. You gotta go to the bathroom. You gotta eat some food. And then, of course, the work never stops here. So you're on spraying duty. Cole, my dude, you can take care of our good buddy Gertrude again. Gertrude is a happy chappy. We like Gertrude. She's an elder? Since when? Oh my gosh. The baby's upset about something. Amelie's just saying, I love you. The baby's like, I'm hungry, please. Edwina, that's such a cute name. I like it. So yeah, Cole, you're on cow. Lucia, you can be on ducks. I think Lucia quite likes the ducks, to be honest with you. She goes over there on her own a lot of the time. Can smother them with love. They're hungry. Well, that's fine. And then Esmond, you're awake. I don't know why you're awake, but you're awake. Holy guacamole. Please repair this before you spray for bugs, because spraying for bugs is going to take a long time. And then, Cole, once you've done that, you can come over here and help. You can weed. Oh, man, this kid's going to be so happy here. Look at how happy he is. He's an animal enthusiast. Oh, and a quick learner. That's interesting. He's, like, having the best day of his life out here. He doesn't miss his family at all. He wants to become friends with Amelie. He's like, family who? I mean, that's probably not true. Dang, he's got a really high friendship with Esmond as well. Oh, from cooking together? Interesting. You could instead, what could you do? I guess you could invite somebody over. You want to be friends with that Jung kid. And this way we can copy Cole's outfit and apply it to him. Even though it's our family colors, but, you know, whatever, it's fine. And then I think around noon we'll go ahead and head over to the next household. There shouldn't be any babies born today, but I've been surprised before. And could be surprised again. Oh, Edgar and Cole just became good friends because they were working together in the garden. Golly, this baby needs a lot of attention. Grief is a process and acceptance is part of that process. They say time heals all wounds, and like a weight lifted off Edgar's shoulders, those wounds have started repairing. Edgar, congratulations, buddy. You've been through it quite a lot in your life, but look at you go. Esmond just reached... Your grandson reached level 10 gardening before you? Oh man, you're so weird. So weird, I can't believe that. Did Jung come over or did he blow us off? Jung? Where are you? Dude, hurry up. Sing about all fools. Lucy is feeling good about having another friend in the house. Oh my goodness, their friendship went up again. Why don't you come over and say what's that spot to this kid? He seems like a totally chill dude who'd be really into it. Oh, it's fine. Don't overreact. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. But you are very, very tired. So maybe you can go ahead and go to sleep. Is everything going okay with this garden? Everything? Seems like it. Oh, Cole, look at you go. You're showing such good initiative, little cutie. The Smith children are so adorable. They're so adorable. Oh my gosh. 14 years later, they finally walked over here. Okay, don't go here together. You can say hi. You can complain about your problems if you want to. Just been a noisemaker. Ask for some advice. Don't be mean. Invite to a fake party. You know, the stuff to help you have a good day. I wanted so badly for Amelie and Edgar to practice archery together since she's autonomously taken an interest in that apparently. But apparently today's just been too busy. Audrey wants to come over. Oh my gosh, yes. Yes, please do, Audrey. Now I don't want to leave. There's another birthday here. I guess we can just kind of push into the next day. It's gonna be okay, you two. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why has she got grief type? Yes, hello? Oh, no thank you. We don't want to be a secret agent. Our sister actually got into that line of work a long time ago, and it did make things a little complicated. Audrey, our family friend. He wants to go out with Amelie, but she's really tired and she's sleeping, so we're gonna let her sleep, and instead he can talk to Audrey. And he might have some romantic pop-ups with her, but I mean... Oh, I guess that was on my to-do list. I just didn't realize. Okay, actually we do have to go there because it's not just the baby there today. There's also a birthday that's kind of a big one. So I guess we won't get to see Audrey be our family friend, but okay, whatever. On that note, I guess it's all good news here. I'm pretty sure Amelie's pregnant, although I guess, I mean, I could look, but I try not to, especially with the main family. So big news here, Cole has joined us. We have a new baby in the family after so long. Oh my goodness. And everyone's pretty happy and healthy here. So we're going to pop over to the Greystrokes to help out Marion, and I will see you when we get there. Okay, so here we are with the Greystrokes. Marion is out here not very thrilled about being in labor again, although now that we know that she failed her adult birthday, it's not a bad thing. I'm not really sure why she's standing out here. It would be ideal if she would go in and have the baby. Are you heading in now? I thought you were going to before. Meanwhile, James is in here. Oh, Marion. You never have very much luck in your life. She's so unlucky. Some Sims are just unlucky. Wait, I thought you were gonna have the baby. Oh my gosh. Guys. She's not gonna have to put the baby on the ground. James. So that you could freak out? Come on. Go, Marion, go. Go, you can do it. James wants to be a part of this so much. James loves being oh my gosh, he's literally cheering for her like I do. Go, Marion, go, go. Oh dear. And it's a boy baby. Heck yeah. Okay. I'm gonna keep all the names that were suggested for the main family. Maybe they'll name their kid Henry, because we don't have any Henrys to the best of my recollection, and they have pretty standard names. James, Muriel, and now Henry. Hey, congrats you two. Oh my gosh, she's gonna pee her panties. For Marion to survive this birth, she cannot roll the numbers 1 or 11, that's it. She barely made it, but she's fine. And for the baby to survive, he cannot roll the numbers 1, 5, 7, 10, 12, 15, 17, or 20. Dang it! Golly, Marion is just so unlucky. Or maybe James is the one who's unlucky, because he got married and his wife immediately passed away to the plague. Then he got married to Marion, and they've had 6 babies together so far, which is crazy. They only have 2 living ones right now. And she also failed her adult birthday, so I don't know. It just feels like they're a little bit cursed. A little bit on the cursed side. That's just what I see. Okay, that's very cute, but also it's your birthday today, so go ahead and do that. Happy birthday, James. Hopefully happy birthday, James, I should say. You look a lot like your mom. Ah, an adult. A full-grown adult. Look at you. Do not... James? Okay. Little James, I should say. How are your rolls gonna go? James? For James to survive his adult birthday, he cannot roll the numbers 3, 6, 11, 13, or 18, so he's fine. Wow, so we're lucky for James. James had a good birthday. Maybe James is immune to the bad luck. Like, it doesn't touch him personally. It just, like, emanates out of him to everyone around him. Not to accuse the guy of anything, but, you know, some Sims are just more cursed than others, I guess. But on that note, we'll go ahead and leave these guys here and head on to the next household where there's a lot less screaming and crying, so I will see you when we get there. Alright, so here we are at an estate that we've seen before, but not for a very long time, not since the beginning of the challenge, because we're actually at Henry of Grosmont, Duke of Lancaster's home. So, of course, the Lancasters were our feudal lords in the very beginning of the challenge, and Gree broke in here to try and get dirt on the other Henry of Lancaster, and, you know, various other things. Like Esmond came here to negotiate for his freedom, for his family's freedom when he was buying his way out of serfdom. All kinds of interesting things have happened here, but we haven't been here for a while. However, we're back here now because today is Alaric's birthday. Alaric, you may or may not remember, because we've hardly seen him, is from the Hagen line. His mother was Idis. Wait, is that true? False. His mother was Ivor Hagen. She passed away during the plague, and he is the illegitimate son of Henry of Grosmont. Henry of Grosmont actually, in his lifetime, did not have any legitimate sons. And so because of that, Alaric is not going to become a legitimate son. He will always be illegitimate. He will get his father's last name. No, he's going to get the last name Fitzhenry when he ages up. But other than that, he isn't going to get much from his father. Alaric lives here now with his father, who actually came over here, I guess, to be here for the birthday, which is kind of nice. This year in history, like historically, during this year, Henry's daughter Blanche married John of Gaunt, who was the king's third son. Sometimes he was also called John of Ghent because that's where he was born. John of Gaunt is kind of interesting, which we'll learn about more actually as time goes on. You know, it's funny because it was purely accidental that I chose the Lancasters to be our lords, and it's become a real contributor to the story. Okay, Alaric is macabre. He's always been macabre. He aged up that way, and now he loves the outdoors. Interesting. Okay, what's his aspiration gonna be? Oh, interesting. He got 5. Wants to be the super parent. Oh, that's so sad, actually. Because his mother passed away when he was really young. I don't think he was even a child yet. And then his father was fairly absentee. Oh, that's really kind of sad. There's no mistaking he's got Hagen genes. He looks like a Hagen. Interesting hair, my young friend. So yeah, I've already had the sim version of Henry's daughter Blanche marry John of Gaunt, the king's third son. John of Gaunt is a really interesting character. He was born in 1340 in Ghent, which is why he's John of Gaunt. He was born actually while Edward was trying to get money from the merchants in Flanders, and he'd left his wife behind as collateral for the big loan that they had received. So in a way, John of Gaunt was actually born in captivity because his mother had him while he was like basically being kept to ensure that the king would pay back what he owed. He entered the world of politics around the age of 10, but he was really, really close to his oldest brother, the Black Prince, Edward of Woodstock. Edward the King seemed to think that John of Gaunt was kind of the best companion for the Black Prince, even though they had another brother who was between them in age, who was alive. So because he was really close to his brother, the Black Prince, John learned a lot and accompanied him to a lot of like military activities. At 10, he was taken to the Battle of Winchelsea in 1350, and he joined. Actually, that kind of works out, I think. I don't know what happened, but it does kind of work out. Oh my goodness. Okie dokie. Don't know what happened. But yeah, he joined because he didn't want to leave the Black Prince's side, even though he was so young. And it was kind of a crazy battle. There was a lot of hand-to-hand combat. There was lots of violence and blood. These huge rocks were thrown. A lot of vessels sank. At one point, the Black Prince's boat was in deep problems and deep trouble, along with John of Gaunt on it, and Henry of Grosmont, somewhat like the legend that he is, swung onto the sinking ship by clinging to a rope and swinging over, shouting, "To the rescue!" as he did. So he was kind of a character. Who knows if that's true or not, but that's what he says. That's what the historical accounts say. So even though these guys probably wouldn't all be living here together, I'm just having them do that because it's easier for me to keep track of everyone. And because this way we can kind of get the sense that Alaric has been brought in to become part of the family. Apparently, whether or not his half-sister Blanche wants him to. But yeah, Blanche is married to the person that she married in real life. Not our Blanche, this is Henry's Blanche. So all of these are just other characters. This is, these are the servants, Ingrid Bogart and Martha Bogart. They were shared in the gallery and their family lives in the world, and actually a lot of our Sims know them. It's just that nothing really notable has happened yet with them. But we'll see as time goes on. For Alaric Fitzhenry to become a teenager successfully, he cannot roll the number 7. He's fine. And will he get married? He will. How many baby tries will he have the chance to try? 4. 4. 4 is a good number. So yeah, I imagine that for Alaric, he's been brought here and he is kind of being brought up here so that he can have squire training, learn to be a knight, get introduced to the right people. But he's not going to inherit any lands. He's not going to inherit a title. His father will leave him a little bit of money when he passes away, but it's nothing crazy. He's certainly not going to be seen as a noble. He's kind of like just in the background, respected and part of the bloodline, but also not really part of the bloodline in the big way. In the big way that people like his daughter and John of Gaunt are. So, oh yeah, look at him over here being a prince type person. But yep, I think that's about all I care to say about these guys. This lot is pretty big and I don't really like being on large lots like this, so I might actually just go ahead and pull this episode to a close here. So the things that happened in the background of this half year were that Jefferson II and Evelyn had another child. His name was Stephen, and both mom and baby were fine. As you saw, Henrika of Nerva had Sten's children. They both survived, as you know. Their names were Gardinus and Agna. In addition, Harper and Audrina had another child. It was a son that they named Alfred. And as you obviously saw, we have a new baby too, so pretty exciting. Blanche Fitzroy's daughter, Marigold Matthews, also aged up to an infant, and she got married to her love. She got married, and so now she's Blanche Matthews, if you can believe it. Pate Smith also became a teenager, totally fine. The big sadness is that he rolled to only have one baby try, so that's pretty depressing, but he did roll to get married, and you know, Yoris was lucky with his one baby try, and so was Beatrice, so maybe it'll be fine. Seamus's son, Davidus, aged up to an infant, and so did Edward Woodhamps. And that's about it. Oh yeah, and Harper became an adult. He passed his role successfully. There was no big issue there. So those were the major events of this half year. Other than that, I hope you've enjoyed this part. As always, let me know your thoughts and ideas in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye, everyone.